Sitting on my couch now you know, now you know. Sitting with my brother now you know, now you know. Gonna do a reaction now you know, now you know. Schmoedown reaction now you know, now you know. My name's not Charles, my name's Chris. If you want to know what any of this is, you need to actually watch SCN Live, which this is not. This is the Cinefanatics, and you're watching a Schmoedown reaction. I know it can be confusing. You know what, just stick around. You'll find out. Oh crap, here we go again. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Cinefanatics, and we are again and still not live. That's right, we are doing this same intro again because it's another SCN battle. My name is Chris Adams.
And I'm Robert Adams.
And I'm still voice up here even though the music's probably been cut off by now.
Yeah, so we could probably just go like normal this time.
Oh, right.
Bring the tone back down.
So right off the top, this looks a little different, doesn't it?
Slightly.
I wanted to call it out because I feel like it. Because today, I got a new camera. Yay!
We're already making improvements and leaps and bounds and strives towards being better. So here's the new camera setup from here on out until we get a better camera than the one we're currently on. Anyways.
To be fair, this might tweak and change based on how it looks when it goes into editing later. So this might not be the final look of how we do things. But pretty good step.
So other than bragging about our camera gear, what are we here for?
We're here for a Schmoedown reaction. It's Bonnie Somerville and the cast iron sniper himself, Brett Sheridan.
Yeah, so here's the thing. Brett Sheridan, this is his first time, I believe, playing in a studio match.
Yeah.
He was at the free-for-all last year, but he hasn't actually played a full-on studio match.
He's a rookie this year.
Bonnie has played in studio matches before, so...
A few times.
So, I mean, they are, as of right now, this minute, more predominantly known for what they do on SCN Live when Bonnie shows up. And, yeah.
That was about 8 months ago, right?
Possibly.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so this is a continuation of what we had with RB3 versus Ben Goddard. Question on this is, who do you got?
So there's two ways that you can take this. So first of all, is Bonnie showing up to this match? Because if not, Brett wins.
I'm pretty sure since this match has been like released public already by the time we're filming this reaction, she showed up.
Yeah, sure, maybe. But at the same time, did Ken show up with Rachel when it was Nerds Watch versus Blofeld's cat?
Yeah, that's true. There could be a complete like curveball on this.
There could. So, if she doesn't show up, Brett. But if she does show up, I'm going to give it to Mona from Friends.
Okay, so what you're saying is that Bonnie is an actress.
Yeah.
She has acting credits on IMDb and whatnot. She's been in things. She's been on Friends. That she's probably going to be a lot more well-versed in this because she actually is in this field of acting and being in movies and TV shows and stuff.
Yeah.
While Brett is a comedian, he's been on stuff like SCN Live. So you're putting the edge to Bonnie. But here's the thing I'm looking at. Mm-hmm. Brett is kind of like me. He's a huge fan of very well-seasoned cast iron cookware. I'm going to go with Brett. Gotta love that cookware.
You know, I'm not going to fault him on his logic. I'm just because I choose not to. Not for any rhyme or reason. It's just...
You got to have a perfectly cooked chicken breast out of a very well-seasoned cast iron lodge pan.
He may not be able to tell you anything from any sci-fi movie before the one that he saw yesterday, but darn it, he knows how to season himself a skillet.
But I'm hungry, so...
You're always hungry. I'd say we should go ahead and jump into it. I don't have to stop this time.
No, we can just play.
We just jump into it.
Oh, yay!
Let's do this. It's the small things that get us excited here.
Hey.
That was simple.
Uh-oh.
No wiping.
No.
What?
Don't
can't-
down. Don't sit down.
What are you talking? I can't.
I just wanted to.
Back problems. What do you?
Well, I just wanted to talk about like the team stuff.
The team.
Party foul.
Yeah.
Do you want me to
No. I know we haven't had a chance to talk about it. There's some left. I know. We haven't had a chance to talk about it. We're always taking Chihuahua's potty, and
Sure.
is it bad? Problem? What? I mean,
No, I think I was a little surprised.
what? I didn't have anything to do with that. I was down the street getting kicked out of a bar, and I come back in, and Sam's calling my name, and I had Freaks and Geeks on VHS. But this is kind of fun for me, like to. It's a big moment. Like, what do you want?
I love Sam for you, actually. Now that I think about it, I think this is great, actually. Okay.
Oh, we don't. That's not how it works. And don't say my voice is getting high. And I'm lying.
It's getting high, but I think you could have just been like, "Hey Sam, can you trade me to the den?" It's like
You
literally
can't.
okay.
That's not how sports works.
That's
Competitive.
not how sports works.
No, that's not that.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Okay. No. I really. You know what? I think this is good.
I didn't. That was more the drink doing that. Okay.
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna.
Okay. I'll see you later.
Mhm.
Hey, did you know that we have Sean Sullivan?
Sean Sullivan?
Yeah, I think he's gonna beat you at Star Wars.
Huh? I wrote a book.
He's read it.
The camera's
Bye.
progressively getting in closer and closer to him. That was... Alright. I don't know if that was, like, edited after the fact or if that was, like, in-camera shooting, but that was fantastic. This just looks funny. But the Brett's there?
Welcome back to the
Kinda.
Movie
Honestly,
Trivia
I'm gonna go with
Schmoedown, ladies and
Bonnie
gentlemen.
showed
I'm
up 'cause
Christian
she filmed that
Valentine,
part.
Of course, by Mark, Baby
That would be a safe
Ellis,
assumption.
and Mark, what another match here. We have another match, but it is between the Den and this time Corruption, making their first shot here at the new season, the new era. And what a match it is.
Wearing a Toon Squad
Christian,
jersey.
I love these kind of matchups because sometimes
I
with
love
Movie
Mark
Trivia
Ellis.
Schmoedown, you say, well, who is this person's strengths? Who are their weaknesses? How is it going to shape up in round number 2? With this match,
I don't know if
it's
I'd call him a
simple.
national
Who's gonna
treasure
score
yet.
points?
I'm waiting to see if Nicolas
I
Cage
think
is
there'll
going
be
to
a
try
lot
to
more. I
steal
think there'll
him.
be a few more
There you
points. I
go.
don't think
But,
it's
got
nice.
it.
Remember, Bonnie Somerville is a veteran. She's played twice. She almost beat Josh McCouga in the first tournament, and she took Janine the Machine to sudden death in Janine's first match. So Bonnie knows what she's doing. The question
But
is,
will she show up?
that was the question
Is
I was
she
going to ask.
in the studio?
Is
Does
she in the
anybody
building?
have eyes on Somerville?
We don't even know if she's in the building. We'll have to find out in the
Yeah,
pre-interview.
go for Bonnie.
And Brett Sheridan, I think he saw a movie on Netflix. He
fell asleep.
I've known Brett for a long time, and I know that he's wanted to compete, but I don't know what's going to
How
happen.
does Coy have,
Brett
like, the coolest, like, sweaters and
loved
jackets
by
out
the
of
audience.
everyone?
He is entertaining, but his overall
He's got
movie
connections,
knowledge,
man.
I don't know if he directed a movie himself.
Really
you asked
nerdy
him who directed
connections.
That movie, I don't know if he would get it.
But he would know.
What's funny
what
is,
the
like,
craft
as a kid,
services
if I was
were.
to
He would
wear
know
a
that
X-Men
cast
sweater
iron
like that,
skillet was used
yeah,
probably a lot
pretty much.
from the
Head would be
early
dunked in the
1900s.
toilet,
And
guaranteed.
Brett Sheridan's
But
knowledge of cookery
swirly.
helped him out in this
Yeah.
matchup. Well,
Now,
Bonnie Somerville's
I got no
knowledge
problem
of the
wearing
roads
that.
of
Now
Los
you'd wear
Angeles,
the
lead
sweater,
here,
and you'd do
helped
the
her answer
swirly.
the question correctly.
Don't bully
Exactly.
people. Do
It's
not
a
bully
baseball game,
people.
but it's also
It's wrong.
the big story, to be honest with you.
That's what
is
this
not even
means.
necessarily the competitors themselves. It's
Yeah.
the factions that they're on. Because you look at the Den, who's now they have a victory with Ben Goddard, and the winner of this match plays Ben Goddard. So already the Den is up in the ranks looking for yet another win. However,
date is only
Corruption,
scheduled when Christian
who is one of
schedules it
the most
for
devastating
them.
teams. They have Mike Kalinowski, they have Chance Ellison, and now they have Bonnie Somerville. So this would be a big win for Corruption. They all talked a lot. You want to see what they said?
I want to see what they said right now.
So
Ladies
do I.
and gentlemen, here you go.
Let's do that match. How about Sheridan versus Somerville? I'll do that match. I'll definitely do that match. Do you accept? You accept it?
We're only 98% sure that Bonnie wins that match, so don't you
Or Bonnie
even.
shows up. So come on, like, let's not get crazy.
That should actually be the promo. I showed up.
Listen up, people. I know Bonnie Somerville is more successful than me, and she's more attractive than me.
Guys, I know everybody's like, is she gonna show up or not show up? If she does or if she doesn't, either way, she's never gonna wanna show her face around here again. Because we got this sniper here. This is the Den. You saw what happened with Ben, and we're here to do it again. If Bonnie even bothers to show up today, the odds are so low.
Bonnie is here in the flesh, looking like the smoke show that she is.
I did show up, okay? I didn't get bronchitis. I'm here to kick ass.
That's right. And the disrespect, we're gonna squash it today because she's here and she's ready to destroy you.
Yes, I'm ready to destroy you, Brett. Sorry. You'll get used to it, though.
Bonnie
A day to remember?
and Janine.
I want to remember.
And your winner!
I would love to come back and redeem myself yet again. I feel very good about coming back because I have studied, I have learned, I have grown, and that one really pissed me off because I lost in sudden death. I'm not gonna do that again.
Let me tell you, it's not she doesn't show up to stuff because she's studying movie trivia. So I think I think it's gonna be fine. You know, so he's not scared.
Not scared. I'm frightened.
Okay, let's just us use the mic. You know what? I forgot. I do have a little snack for you. Some little cheddar lions.
Well, we're gonna start with our first knockout of the season, and then when we're done, we're coming for all the belts that we lost. And we're gonna put everyone in their place, and you'll all be bowing down by the end of the season.
Just tell Bonnie what you really think of her.
You are a nice person.
Okay, Grace, you wanna give a message to?
And we're going to destroy you regardless.
Bonnie Smoke Show Somerville, she showed up, she's back, and she's ready to kick some ass.
Well, everything that I just saw. All of it.
Weirdest trash talking ever.
Oh, that was perfect.
Yeah,
Just perfect.
Bonnie's in the interview.
I was gonna say she showed up. Now
she
is
was
that
there.
green screen from her house?
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe, whether or not she's actually going to be here or not, I don't know. But she superimposed Shannon.
We can green screen in
inside
our
of the
house.
Actual, thing. And
She's right there.
Shannon, who has now become they call her the queen of corruption. They call her. I mean, look at what she has done. It's been incredible how much of a superstar she's become.
What are you doing?
And couple that with
right there.
Kate and Grace together, this is going to be something.
Shannon has become
There's
a
the
superstar
camera.
in this league, leaving a path of destruction in her wake. Just ask
We should probably clean
Wildberries
up this
fans.
part.
And then when you look at the Den, I think that they did such a good job with Grace and Kate complimenting each
Yep,
other.
you're gonna put that in the
as
video.
Managers, is that going to carry over into today's match? It's another battle of SCN Live, and I'm here for it.
All right. With that, I ask you, are you ready?
Well, why don't we do a tail to tape? Do they have strings?
Go ahead. See what you got.
Bonnie's good at being
Punctuality.
in movies and television. She's also a very accomplished singer-songwriter, musician.
Why did it change from
And
Sunshine
Brett
to the
Sheridan,
Smoke Show?
again, you can't say
Skillets.
enough about what
Yes.
a nice guy he is.
Tells
Manners.
good jokes.
What a jokester.
All right. Well, with that, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the
she's officially
Movie
a
Trivia
heel
Schmoedown.
now, Smoke
I
Show's
didn't know
more
what to do. We
Huey
were at a
than
loss, dude. I don't
Sunshine?
know what these people's
Sunshine.
strengths
We're gonna
are.
find out today.
I've known them so well, but I have no idea if they've
unless
ever
you're going ironic.
Introducing
Tell that to my pale
first,
skin.
Whew.
representing
Look, I'm trying to
the
work on
Den,
the coloring here.
led to the ring by his managers, Kate the Mouth Mulligan and the Lioness, Grace Hancock. Making
I like
his
managers having nicknames.
Schmoedown debut. He is
Shannon the
Brett
Queen Barney.
the Sniper Sheridan. Where is he? There she is.
There's Grace.
Kind of hoping he
There's
comes out with
Kate.
frying
Brett
pans.
Sheridan's in the
Yeah.
building.
No.
Brett made it.
For a second, I
Brett
thought
showed up.
maybe Brett doesn't
Brett
show
showed
up.
Look at the fighting
That would be
pose.
funny.
And the mouth right behind.
You know,
him.
he's
He doesn't
got
even know where to
this-
go.
He's just, this is why you need managers.
Yeah.
They
told him
show you
exactly
where
go.
to sit,
Yeah.
what microphone to talk
Oh,
into.
managers
I
show
wish
you
they
where
could
to
answer
sit.
for you.
Oh.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if that's
Yeah.
indeed the case.
Now they tell me.
You use the
Yep.
dry. Yeah, when you're done, you're gonna erase it. Okay.
And his opponent, representing corruption, led to the ring by her manager, the queen of corruption,
Sounds like that fancy
Shannon
song.
Barney.
I'm so fancy.
She is the
You
Smoke
already
Show.
know.
Barney.
That counts. You have one more.
Somerville. Oh, she's getting the booze. She's getting booed by. Look
I don't know,
at
I might
the
give you
queen.
more after that Wednesday. We'll see.
Boos too. These could be errant boos aimed at Shannon or corruption.
showed up.
Did you say Bonnie's the Smoke Show?
The Smoke Show.
Because
Kinda
we
like
never
it,
know
though.
if she's actually showing up.
Fits.
Did you get bronchitis? I didn't get the flu. I'm here, and I'm here to win.
Oh, look
But
at
you
that.
know what? Bonnie shows up like her friends' residuals from the 90s, a little less frequently now.
Oh, look at Kate taking a
At
shot.
least I get residuals from the 90s.
Okay.
At least she was on TV once.
Helping her!
Oh, go ahead, Shannon.
Let's do this.
All right, well, have sat down. They're here. Mark, it is already a circus.
This is the best season of the Schmoedown. Already. Hands down.
I liked it. This is called synergy between the Schmoedown and SEN Live.
Yeah.
It's all
perfectly good.
Mm-hmm.
8 questions will be asked to the field of competitors. As soon as we ask a question, write down your best attempt at an answer on the whiteboard.
The camera's still on during the rules.
Yep, because we have 6 hours and 24 minutes left to record on.
We can leave the camera on during the rules. I don't have to edit and swipe and whatever.
Yeah, so you have no excuses to get this out slow or quick, except that you have another video you need to edit before this, but that's beside the point.
For each and every question. Each competitor has 3 usages of the
That's what the rules look like.
rule throughout the duration of the match.
Wait, there's actually rules to this?
Yeah, usually Mark reads them off.
15 seconds to get the right answer. Each competitor also has one.
We're making a big deal out of this. Nobody cares.
If you wish to issue a challenge, please get the attention of your manager, and they will get our attention to issue said challenge.
All right. So we asked Bonnie, are you ready?
I don't like that marker.
Brett, are you ready?
That's better.
Mark's chest hair, are you ready?
Look at this, baby. It's the beard, it's the hair.
All right, Bakuga, calm down.
Ready to Schmoedown!
So that Mark needs to manscape.
It's a Space Jam jersey. I don't know if you can see that.
All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
They're not promoting us.
Sniffing your pen?
Yeah, it's always good.
Jeez.
All right. Action adventure is your first question.
This is going to be fun.
Which action franchise features such characters as Oddjob, Jaws, and Xena Onatop?
All right. Competitors. It looks like they're both dreaming of summer days in the bleachers.
It's good start.
We're going to count this for me either way.
You're going to repeat it?
Can I please have a repeat?
That's your first one. Which action franchise features such characters as Oddjob, Jaws, and Xena Onatop?
I believe that's Xenia.
Well, Xenia Onatop. I don't think it would have mattered.
Is a warrior princess. Yeah, I think it was Xenia on the top.
Okay. 5.
There's an I in that sound.
4, 3, 2, 1. We start with Bonnie.
Star Wars?
Nope. And Brett.
The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Wow.
Looking for James Bond.
James Bond.
I got James Bond in 007.
Only seen all of them.
Yes.
You've seen every one of them.
I have also, actually.
Okay, good start, guys.
You just got that off of Xena on the top, though. Xenia on the top, right?
I hate you. Don't touch me.
Your next question comes in the world of new
I know
releases.
and Jaws.
These are movies recently released in theaters. And your question is, who plays the role of Elton John in the film Rocket Man?
Oh.
Not to be confused with the Harlan Williams classic from 1994.
We are judged by spelling, right?
Possibly snubbed.
Depends on how far off the spelling.
I would say.
If you can get the syllables correct.
5,
I really liked him as Elton John.
4.
He looked just like him.
Mm-hmm. He sounded like him, too.
Slow countdown from you.
1. Brett.
Taron Egerton?
Yes. And Bonnie?
I wrote Egerton. Does that count?
It does not. So
yeah.
Brett goes up.
Taron Egerton?
Taron Egerton. Brett's got a point.
Brett goes up 1-0.
Right?
That's right.
Dude, if that's what he's going to do every time he gets a
for the
point,
last name, okay? Come on.
this show's going to be awesome.
We'll make a note of it.
Yeah.
We'll add it in on pencil and paper.
But I need some more of this.
We'll have to start doing the Brett.
Dramas is your
Please
next
don't.
one. In which 1989 film will you hear this phrase? Oh, Captain, my Captain.
Oh.
Christian, maybe this match would be.
I swear, if you do not get this.
No, hold on.
I don't want to miss a second of this match. Are you kidding me?
Yes.
And
I was about to disown you.
5.
This is going to be the Irishman
4
of matches.
3, 2,
Ooh.
1. Bonnie?
I kept thinking Fisher King.
Yes, Brett.
Dead Poets Society.
Okay, 2-1.
Yeah. Dead Poets Society.
Dead
Poets Society.
Brett keeps his lead, and I spit all over my keyboard.
I couldn't get Fisher King out of my head.
Your next
I was like,
question
no,
is in the
other
world
Robin
of
Williams movie.
directors. These are the people right
1 hour
behind the
photo.
camera.
Not that one.
There are people behind the camera?
Definitely not that
The
one.
question is, who directed 2005's War of the Worlds? That was War of the Worlds. This is like a fight between two giant babies.
I before E or E before I, except after P or...
Might need to work on the lighting a little bit.
5.
Yeah. Work in progress.
3.
Repeat.
Second one for Bonnie.
In the world of directors, who directed 2005's War of the Worlds? It's just getting that mouse back
It's
on
like
the wheel.
watching people take their SATs. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Brett?
Michael Bay?
No. And Bonnie to tie?
James Cameron?
No.
It's the name of a director.
Steven Spielberg.
Steven Spielberg.
Oh, that's
Steven
right.
Spielberg.
That's
Yeah,
right.
that's right. I knew that.
Let's take it back. We'll
I
do
knew
it
that.
again.
I just,
Good.
you know what? I don't want to throw him off so early because he's
I understand.
so
I
fragile.
get it. Oh, here's
So
the
I'm
next.
just trying to be
Here's
nice.
the
I want
next
to be
one that's going to be
alive.
interesting to watch. Fantasy sci-fi.
Oh boy.
Star Wars.
I wonder if either one of you have seen this. In Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle, who plays the avatar Franklin Mouse Finbar, who is a weapons carrier and a zoologist, and he has a weakness for cake.
Okay.
Sounds like Ken Knapsack.
He has a weakness for cake.
He's eating cake right now.
Who
Animal
plays
lover,
the
weapons
Avatar?
specialist.
Who plays Franklin Moose Finbar?
In Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle, who plays the avatar Frankie the Mouse Finbar, a weapons carrier and
Frankie the
zoologist
Mouse.
with a weakness for cake.
And Christian, halfway through round one, the JTE rules dropping like flies.
That's so true. But look, if that's how you got to use it, that's how you got to
Use it. There's a
5,
reason you got him.
4,
Franklin the Moose.
2, 1. Pens down.
I made a
please, and we'll
mistake.
start with Bonnie.
The Rock.
No, and
Kevin Hart.
yes.
Yep. There he goes again. Kevin Hart. Yeah, I put Jack Black. Definitely was thinking I should have changed it to Kevin Hart, though.
Brett takes a 2-point
I
lead.
completely forgot character
Brett
names.
takes a
Because he was making a
2-point
big
lead.
old deal about being the mouse instead of the moose.
All right.
Yeah.
How ready he is.
Completely
My
forgot,
God. Don't have a stroke.
I thought this was going to be an S show.
Character name slip
All right,
there.
next question. In the world of comedies.
Which
Y'all needed this one. We want to speed the match up as quickly as possible. Seth Rogen and Bill Hader play wacky cops in what 2007 teen comedy?
Why is my mind blinking on the name right now?
yeah.
You know, just seeing the pure joy on that little boy's face.
Oh,
Uh,
well,
It
can you
makes this
imagine-
all worth it.
I don't get a multiple choice.
Not for
Yes.
this round.
Not for
5,
this round.
Oh, thanks the Lord.
4, 3.
Thank the Lord you
Last-
knew this
sorry.
movie.
Last one.
I can do that. In the world of comedies, Seth Rogen and Bill
Ooh.
Hader play wacky
Somerville's
cops
already out
in
of
what
JTEs.
2007 teen comedy?
That was Bonnie's last JT.
I know it, but I can't.
Because she's.
Christian,
Yeah.
all the years of private jets and first-class treatment and five-star
All right,
hotels. has
we'll break
caught
the
up
line
with
here.
5.
My mind was like, super what? Super what?
3,
2, 1. And Brett?
It's Let's Be Cops.
No.
It's something along that line.
Nothing.
Looking for
Super bad.
Super bad. My mind is just.
Scherzinger.
I was gonna write something to do with penises, but that probably was PG.
That's
We
a
gotta clip
that's a
that
sequel.
whole thing out. This isn't live, right?
We're gonna thank Eric right now. Doesn't like either one of you. Okay.
Edited by Nerd Chronic.
Which
Well done,
horror
Eric. Well done.
franchise Centers on a boy named Damien, who may be the Antichrist.
I love how you delivered that.
Ooh, you know
You
what?
should be
I
a
know it.
doctor.
I'm just
Well, it's a
not
boy, and it
for
may be
sure
the
on
Antichrist,
one
maybe.
particular piece of it.
That's true. 5.
One small
4,
particular piece
3.
of
That
it.
it begins with the word the.
Repeat the
Yep.
question.
Second one. Second one.
Oh my gosh.
What horror franchise? I mean, you could.
What
They're
horror
asking about the
franchise
franchise
centers on
in
a
general.
boy
You
named
could
Damien,
probably leave off
just
the
might
the.
be the
I would
Antichrist.
say. Because
Is
if you
he the
refer to it as
Antichrist?
We'll
the
find
franchise
out next
without the
Tuesday on
the,
NBC.
people know what you're talking about.
We have 2 minutes to midnight before the Antichrist.
It's a big enough
takes
like
over.
horror franchise that
4,
people know that.
3, 2, 1. Put your pens down, Sheridan and Bonnie.
The Omen.
Yes, Brett.
He has 766
No.
on his
So
head.
Bonnie comes within
Yeah,
1 there.
the
Bonnie
Omen.
catching
The
up there,
Omen,
and we get
that's
to our
tiny.
final question.
Omen.
What
So-
is your first names? Oh, no, sorry.
Bonnie trails by 1, but if she gets this last question correct, she
Tied up.
could tie Brett
Brett
Sheridan
misses.
heading into round number 2.
That is correct.
And your last question is in the world of
He's got one
animated
repeat left.
animated films, and the question is, Wilbur is what type of animal in the animated classic Charlotte's Web?
This is the final question.
This is kind of a book-movie hybrid.
Yeah. Well, Bonnie's a big reader, so she might get this.
We've
right on.
expanded the rules here.
Bonnie's a big reader. You're talking like I read children's books?
5. When you were a kid, you did. 4, 3, 2, 1. Brett, can you get the 4 points?
Pig?
Yes. And Bonnie?
Pig.
4-3. So
Pig.
after that
Pig.
first round, it was a scorcher. It is
Templeton was the rat.
4-3. Brett
Yes.
Sheridan with the 1-point lead.
And Charlotte was
fine
the
with the
spider.
defensive struggle.
Yeah, I'm
Both
sorry.
competitors seem to
Y'all
have
didn't
found
hear
their
my
footing
thoughts
a little
out
bit. We
loud
could
in
see
my
some
head. I was like,
fireworks
Wilbur the
in round
spider?
number 2.
The
And
spider
right
had a
now,
different
Ben
name.
Goddard
Not
is thinking
spider.
the same
The
thing we
rat
are.
had a
I'm
different
2-0
name.
right.
Yes.
He went through those JTE rules like they were B actors. You know what I'm saying?
So now Brett Sheridan has 2 JTE rules left. Bonnie has used all of them, but it is the second round. Mark, how does the second round go?
Too bad you don't get a bonus question.
I know.
The wheel
I think that's the
round.
first
Each
time I've
competitor
gotten a
gets
perfect
spin
round, but the
at
people
wheel. Once you
actually
settle on a
playing did it, and I'm like,
category,
oh,
He
okay.
has 4 questions from said
it-
genre
it's
of film.
possible
Each
to
question
happen.
is worth
Yeah.
2 points. There is no penalty
I got
for missing
7.
a question in round
I
2.
mean, I would
However,
like for it to happen
stealing
more
is
often.
available.
That would
So
be
if you're not
awesome,
sure of the
but
answer, you can ask us
I
for multiple choice.
should have
We'll
changed
give you
to
4
Kevin Hart.
options, one of which is the correct answer. At that point, the value of the question goes down to 1. So although Bonnie is sitting in the higher ranked competitor chair, Brett Sheridan has skilled his way to a 4-3 lead. Brett, would you like to spin the wheel first or defer to your shiny opponent?
I will let Bonnie. No, may I spin it? Okay.
Okay.
Give it a good spin.
Shiny opponent. All right.
And
we got this.
the wheel today is a sponsored wheel looking for modern classics.
Oh, it was
is
I
the way.
before E.
Go ahead.
Modern classics. If Brett spins modern classics or if Bonnie spins it,
Okay.
we will say the
On what?
name of
Spielberg.
the
Oh,
patron.
yeah,
Thank
yeah,
you for
yeah.
supporting the movie
Yeah.
trivia.
Thank you, Brett,
Schmoedown
for holding it
Patreon.
long enough for us to get a clear read on that.
There's a spin by Brett Sheridan.
Christian, you see the look of
Although I don't
Steven
know if
Spielberg
Brett's
just,
familiar with
just
reactions
disappointed in
yet.
Brett that he
Oh,
didn't conjure that World of Worlds
And it might come
answer.
right around the side. What are we looking at here?
Oh no!
Opponent's
Oh, is this
choice.
the season of
Well, the
Opponent's
question-
Choice?
Well, I mean,
Apparently.
but the thing is, you
You
can't
don't
spin
get a
again.
choice.
You can't spin again.
You can't respin
Can't
if it's
spin again.
opponent's
No,
choice.
not out of opponent's choice. You got to sit there. All right, so you sit down, Brett. So Bonnie and Shannon now are going to collaborate and see what they're going to give
I
him.
mean, I
now,
love
look,
this.
I got to be honest. I think the whole wheel's an opponent's choice for Brett.
You know what? It's hard to
true.
penalize him too much if he
That's
doesn't know anything in the first
right,
place.
right. So
I
the
was gonna
question
say,
is,
you
what
just,
does
like-
he? If there is one, find out what his strength
Like
was.
Rhett and Link
That's
throw
right.
the fart
Well, he
dart
did know
at
Wilbur
the
was a pig.
wheel
Bonnie,
and
what's your choice?
whatever it
I
lands
hope
on.
our audience understands that.
Bonnie
Yeah,
to
if you're not watching
Wheel.
Rhett and Link, Good Mythical Morning,
And
they're
what
awesome.
What are we taking for Brett for his slice?
Go Paul Thomas Anderson.
Wow, really?
All right, here we go. Where are we going with this?
Wow,
Meryl
Meryl
Streep.
Streep. Meryl Streep.
All right, Meryl Streep it is. Mark, you want to
I will administer the Meryl Streep questions, and my only
she was in Julia
favorite of
versus-
Shannon is
Julia
next
and
time
Julia.
Bonnie and
Look,
Brett
he's
compete,
gonna
please
get-
bring enough
versus
champagne
Julia. I
for
promise, he's gonna get-
Christian and I as well.
At least
Bottle
1
looks
point
delicious.
off of this.
All right,
Possibly
Brett
2.
Sheridan.
Yes, sir.
The world of Meryl Streep. First
I have
impressions
faith.
when you hear the name of that talented actress.
I love her. Devil Wears Prada.
That's it?
Great
That's it.
actress.
You gonna-
Chunky necklaces.
Let's-
Nice, comfortable sweaters.
How dare you?
There we go.
Fat shaming her necklaces.
No, that's a term. I'm not being.
No, it's called a statement necklace, not a
Brett,
chunky necklace.
Your first question
Okay.
of 4.
Okay.
In the wild, wonderful world of Meryl Streep. Meryl Streep starred as vain actress Madeline Ashton
Death
in
Becomes
this
Her.
1992 comedy.
She.
Multiple choice.
5, 4.
Oh, multiple choice.
I can provide that. Thank you for remembering. Your multiple choice options are: is it A, Postcards from the Edge, B, Noises Off,
It's there.
C, Death Becomes Her, or D, Straight
Yeah,
Talk?
it's Death Becomes Her.
Death Becomes Her.
1 point for Brett Sheridan.
Damn it! Damn it! Damn it!
Yeah?
And the crowd leaps into applause.
Did he just guess
Brett,
his
your
way
next
into
question.
that?
Pretty much.
Who directed Meryl and others in the 2014 film Into the Woods?
Into the woods.
I know. Steven Sondheim did the music.
Let's get a multiple choice on that one.
Is it A, Bill Condon, B, Rob Marshall, C, Joel Schumacher,
I want to say
or
Rob
D,
Marshall.
Baz Luhrmann?
Rob Marshall.
Joel Schumacher.
That is incorrect. Bonnie, I'm going to give you your options again for multiple choice for a point. Is it A, Bill
Joel
Condon,
Schumacher doing a
B,
musical
Rob
would be
Marshall,
fantastic.
C, Joel Schumacher, or D, Baz Luhrmann?
A. Bill Condon.
That is incorrect. Looking for Rob Marshall.
Oh.
Rob Marshall.
Robbie Marsh.
Each one within a letter of the correct answer, Christian. All right, Brad, back to you for your penultimate question in the world of Meryl Streep.
I was hoping he would actually guess his way through this entire room.
plays Meryl Streep's emotionally unstable lover, Nathan Landau, in this film.
Multiple choice.
I think I know it, but I'm going to take multiple choice.
I can provide that. Is it A, Silkwood, B, Sophie's Choice, C, August Osage County, or D, Julie and Julia?
August Osage County.
Say the one I thought it was. Osage County?
That is incorrect. Bonnie, I'm going to give you your options once again. Is it A, Silkwood, B, Sophie's Choice, C, August Osage County, or D, Julie and Julia?
Silkwood?
B. Sophie's Choice.
That is correct.
Oh, I didn't think it would be Sophie's Choice.
Big steal from Bonnie, yeah.
Thank you.
That's a very popular movie.
It's an upper. It's like an uplifting film.
Back to Brett Sheridan for his last question in the world of Meryl Streep that could be worth up to 2 points, but probably not. In what film does Meryl Streep act opposite Stanley Tucci, Emily Blunt, and Simon Baker?
Devil Wears Prada.
Devil Wears Prada.
It is worth 2
He got
points.
the 2 points on that. Nice.
Easiest question ever.
Well, your turn to find out if you can get some easy questions now, too, as you step up to the wheel. Bonnie, someone
Man,
hit the wheel
I gotta
now.
be
Brett
honest.
Sheridan
I kind of
finds
hope
the
Brett wins
3-point
this.
lead over Bonnie
Told you it's
Somerville.
the
If
power of
she
that
gets
cast
something
iron.
that she
I
is
want
comfortable
Brett
with,
to have a
she'll
1-0
find something in
record
her wheelhouse. This could be a lights out
off
scenario.
his
That's
debut.
right, but the
Yeah,
pressure is not
so
off
bad.
of Brett Sheridan because if
Like,
she
I'm
spins
sorry,
opponent's
it's
choice like
gonna
Brett
come
did,
at-
Brett is going to have to pin Bonnie.
It's going to come at the risk of Bonnie having an 0-3, but man, if he's got a 1-0, I'm just going to be the happiest person ever.
Once again, if we hit modern classics, we're saying the name of a Patreon member.
Paul Thomas Anderson.
Paul Thomas Anderson.
Spit it again.
Staying with it. She's staying with it. Staying with Paul Thomas Anderson. All right, so Bonnie's going
put
to
it on the
get
wheel?
4 questions in a row
Maybe.
of Paul
This could be
Thomas
interesting.
Anderson movies.
All right, the famed director of such films as Time Cop, Hard Target, and Die Hard, Paul Thomas Anderson.
Here you go, Bonnie. You got 4 questions. First one.
That's
Who
not.
plays
That's
the
no.
wife
No.
of Philip Seymour Hoffman's character in The Master?
Rachel Weisz.
Multiple choice, please.
A, Julianne Moore.
Nope.
B,
Nope.
Michelle Williams. C, Amy Adams. D, Anne Hathaway.
Julianne Moore.
Amy Adams.
For 1 point.
Oh, we're-
That's correct.
The
Yeah,
Master-
we're within 2.
That's right.
And
I
all
know
Brett
nobody
Sheridan
here
can
wants
do
me
is
to
nap.
win.
Corruption is not a popular
Let's go.
faction.
Share
All
last
right.
name. Didn't catch
Magnolia.
that.
An unusual event occurs when this type of animal falls from the skies above Los Angeles.
Oh. Multiple choice, please.
A, fish. B, squids. C, locusts. D, frogs.
C, locust.
It's incorrect. Brett, is it A,
Is it
fish?
fish?
B, squids. C, locusts. D, frogs.
Let's go D frogs.
Correct for 1 point. All right. So now,
Yes!
Brett has given himself a 3-point lead. Bonnie Somerville's third question.
Stole one.
All right, here you go.
Yes. Thomas.
Who stars as private detective Doc Sportello in Inherent Vice?
Joaquin Phoenix.
Multiple choice, please.
A, Philip Seymour Hoffman. B, Adam Sandler. C, Joaquin Phoenix. D, John C. Reilly.
Joaquin Phoenix.
Yes, for 1
Yep.
point. Final
All right.
question here.
And we're in that position, Christian. If Bonnie gets the last question
Tied.
right off the bat, we're going to be tied going into round number 3.
Here it is. Final one. Who plays porn director Jack Horner in
Burt Reynolds.
Boogie Nights?
Burt Reynolds.
2 points. And we're tied up.
Tied at 8.
Wow.
Bonnie tied the game. 8,
Boogie
8,
Nights
Sorry,
actually
what?
was a really good
Sorry,
movie.
what?
8. Look at this. And she did
I'm
it.
sorry, did I not show up today? I don't know. Did I? I don't know.
That's a bunch of balderdash!
Studio. And it is 8-8 as we head into round number 3. This is the round that will determine the match.
Gotta
And
love the restraint on Brett
one
there.
of these competitors is going to get to double digits, and that
Ended
might
by
be the
Nerd Chronic.
deciding factor
Yeah.
in this ballgame.
It is. Because Bonnie, definitely, I think there was a Paul Thomas Anderson was a strength. It is exactly the match we thought it was going to be.
It is.
But they're both fighting.
A lot of jocularity,
a
lot of laughs, a lot of competition.
Give me the rules for round 3. Let's get to it.
In round number 3, each competitor is going to give us a series of numbers.
So how far do you think
These
Brett's
numbers
going to make it in
range
this
from
round?
1 to 20. We need 3 numbers from each competitor. Each number you give us is going to correspond to a different category.
Both of them, their best opportunity is going to be that first question.
The first question we asked you is worth 2
possibly.
points.
Winning the game is going to come down to that first question.
Is worth 5 points.
Although if he guesses
there
his
is no
way in
penalty
that
for missing a
5-pointer,
question, and there is
that's
no
it.
stealing, nor multiple choice in round number 3. So while we are tied here between Bonnie and Brett at 8 points apiece, Bonnie is sitting in the higher ranked chair. So Bonnie,
at this point,
give us your 3 preferred numbers.
Either one
They range
could win
from
this
1
at this point.
To 20.
7, 16, 4.
7, 16, and 4 for Bonnie. Brett?
2, 9, and 13.
All right, 2, 9, and 13.
Is that your 8?
Those were good choices.
Is that your
I mean, they got
18?
numbers,
Yes.
right?
Now, because Brett is the
good
lower
picks.
ranked competitor, he will go first, even though it is a tie game with the with category 2 mark.
Brett, that's in the world of dramas.
Oh, perfect.
In the world of dramas. Can I ask you a question here? For 2 points.
It's like the opposite of Roka, who goes,
In the film
"Oh."
Dances with Wolves,
Yeah.
Lieutenant John Dunbar is fighting during which
Civil?
war in the
Civil.
film's opening sequence?
Yep.
During the Revolutionary War?
It is incorrect. Looking for the Civil War.
That's right.
The Civil
All right, Bonnie. Your
It
turn
comes down.
here.
Do you know
Well,
movies
you
or
chose
actual
category
history?
7.
Well,
Directors. Who directed the 1974 comedy Blazing Saddles?
Mel Brooks. Yep.
Mel Brooks.
2 points.
Good job.
Bonnie goes up. So now Brett.
Possibility that was the game right there.
Brett now has his 3-pointer. He's got to try to stay in the game here and bounce
Bonnie's
it back.
in the lead. Oh.
That's right, Brett. You selected number
Bonnie's
9
in the
for
lead.
your 3-pointer.
Yep.
And that corresponds to famous actors and actresses.
Oh. I'm not in that category, am I? Because that would be unfair.
All right, let's see. So Brett took. Oh, Kate taking a shot.
All right, Brett, your question. Who played the girlfriend of Ross in Friends? I'm sorry, I was reading the long.
How dare you?
Your real question, Brett,
so
for famous
insulted.
actors and actresses for 3 points. What Stanley Kubrick movie did Nicole Kidman star
Eyes
in?
wide shut.
Eyes wide shut. Yep.
Eyes wide shut.
Got it.
Brett Sheridan
For a 3-pointer.
has taken an 11 to 10 lead.
All right.
He's
so
getting
now,
easier questions. It's not fair.
So now Bonnie.
This is the most
Bonnie
excited I've ever
needs
been on
to
camera for somebody.
Now hit her 3 in order to have Brett.
And I said Bonnie was going to
answer
win.
his 5. So here
But-
we go. Bonnie, if you hit this, it bounces back to Brett. Category 16. Steven Spielberg movies. All right, Steven Spielberg. Here we go.
I'm waiting.
All right.
Let's.
Who plays cigar chomping fighter pilot Wild Bill Kelso in the Spielberg film 1941?
You don't get a multiple choice or anything.
Not for this one.
Nope.
Tommy Lee Jones.
5.
I don't know.
Pass. I don't know.
John Belushi. John Belushi.
Guys.
Did you know
that was my
Oh,
second
don't you
guess.
dare.
Guys.
John Belushi.
So
John
now we
Belushi,
are in a
John Belushi.
position here.
Where
now
Brett
we are in a
can
position
win.
where Bonnie has to hit her 5-pointer. If she hits it, she will bounce it back to Brett. However,
Guys.
if she misses, Brett Sheridan will win the
Is it hot in
game.
here or is it me?
Bonnie, you chose category 4.
Guys.
Category 4
Quiet.
for Bonnie.
Yeah. Quiet.
Action adventure. Action adventure.
It's
Here
me.
we go. All right. Denzel Washington plays a former Marine named John Creasy in which 2004 film?
Is it like Man on Fire? Yeah.
Flight.
And your
Sheridan.
ladies and gentlemen, Man on Fire.
It was Man on Fire. Okay.
Was the answer, and Brett is a man on fire right now.
Our neighbors hate me right now.
Well, you know what? They play their music till all end hours of the night. So
Made it to double figures.
But Brett just won.
Fire. Brett Sheridan was on the ropes. He was on the ropes, but he hit it. And now we have Brett Sheridan and Ben Goddard potentially, but we'll also see because they are in the same faction that could move away. Unbelievable unbelievable. That match was something.
And I will say this for both competitors. They did show up. They did bring more movie trivia knowledge than I had given them credit for previously. They know a lot about a variety of categories. They know their strengths. They played the game well from a strategy perspective.
I've never been so happy to be wrong.
Very entertaining to say the least. They're super entertaining on.
You got to believe in the power of cast iron. He seasoned the skill and he seasoned his trivia knowledge.
And it was fun to watch. It was really fun to watch. You had Brett, who everyone was counting out.
There is a correlation between the two. New season, same things happening all the time.
Well, he scored 11,
Whatever.
and he won the match.
Drinking at the same time.
Bonnie Somerville, who finds herself now.
Well, let me know when I picked it up first.
Brett Sheridan, however, maybe the last time I ever say this. Brett Sheridan is undefeated in the movie trivia. He is undefeated. So that's it.
It's exciting for Brett. It's certainly exciting for SEN Live. A lot of those characters are going to be having a lot more drawing to do back and forth.
It's exciting for the Den, because now the Den finds himself with 4 points already this season, because they had Sheridan with a victory, and they also had Ben Goddard with a victory. So already the Den finds himself with 4 points.
Going to get another victory regardless of who
That's
wins.
Right, and now we're going to turn it over to the great Jen Sturge, who's going to have a post-game interview with your winner. Can't believe I just said that. Brett Sheridan and the Den.
Hey everyone, Jen Sturge here backstage with Brett Sheridan. Holy crap, did you ever think you would hear the words, "and your winner"?
No, I did not. That was amazing. I'm seriously shaking. This was scary for me. I had a great time, and I mean, Bonnie, 1 point. It was close, but I got it, and I'm super stoked.
Grace, I can see you behind him looking absolutely regal and proud. How are you feeling right now?
You know, I am very regal and proud, thank you. The thing is that it's not, if the destination is the same, the journey can be sloppy, you know? And 1 point works for me. I'm very proud.
And so, I mean, I have to ask, Meryl Streep, you gave the people what you want, but obviously
Reminds
not
me of
your
prom
strength.
night.
Was there something on the board you were actually looking for?
Animated. Yeah, I thought so. But then
Nope.
I realized I have seen a lot of Meryl Streep films.
Wait, you didn't want me to elaborate on that? Shut up.
Was that the round with steals? No? Okay.
You can't steal your own questions, buddy. You can't steal.
Yes, I was thinking of something different. Schmoedown!
And now, obviously, the match would be you versus Ben, but there is a rule that allows factions to turn down that match, obviously, because faction versus faction would make it so that your record gets impacted somehow as a group. And so you guys do have the ability to turn down that match, especially, this early on.
I'd like to address that. That is true, but then if you try to turn down a match, Christian stops talking to you. So I'm going to go ahead and say we'll have to figure that one out.
One day I'll get through one of these interviews with you without completely busting. Anyways, congratulations on your very first win. You were undefeated in the Schmoedown? Question mark? Back to you guys.
All right, Christian, I mean, look, everybody wants to know the question. Maybe you are where the buck stops with whether we're actually going to see Ben Goddard take on Brett Sheridan.
Well, so just to clarify exactly what that means, when it comes to they're not even in the rankings yet, those two, right? So when you're in the rankings, and if there was a certain, for example, Ben Bateman is playing Dan Murrow for the championship, they can't turn away that match. That's a match that has to happen because of the rankings. And the same thing if Mark Andreyko and Snyder had to play each other because of either tournaments or perhaps rankings, that this #1 contendership has to happen. This is a different circumstance. Because of these two, there will be suggestions of Ben Goddard can play either Brett Sheridan or someone else.
Competitor Y.
Correct. So that's where it more or less means that the Den now can say, well, we don't want the two to play against each other. We'll take that match instead.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
As opposed to if it was Bonnie that would have won, then it would have been an automatic match between Bonnie and Ben.
Exciting, wacky
Because
stuff.
I guarantee
What we
someone's
can
going to have a
say is that
losing
the managers are just as invested as the
record,
competitors are this season.
So
You
have
Bonnie
one of them
Somerville.
losing. But does that
Jen
take
Sturger
points
is
away
standing
from your-
by with Bonnie.
from
She
your
did
faction?
score
It's not
10
about points at that
She
point.
got into double figures, Jen. She's got to be feeling
Say that
good
again?
about
It's
that.
not about points
You know what?
at
There
that
does
point.
seem to be a pretty, there's a decent mood back here. They're still celebrating. At least there's a little bit of the bubbly back here.
I mean, look at us. Why wouldn't we, right? Yeah.
Shannon, I know that you are obviously disappointed to be handed your loss today, but were there things that you saw in Bonnie's performance that gave you hope for moving forward?
I'm not disappointed at all. Half the battle is showing up, and ladies and gentlemen, she did it. Not only did she do it, she came within 1 point. 1 point.
There was a little bit of whispers that you may or may not even show up. It's kind of become your reputation. Do you have any thoughts about that?
No.
Well said.
Great. This interview is going fantastic. Paul Thomas Anderson, are you happy that you stuck with that? You seemed like at least you remembered that you could go multiple choice.
You know what? I'm mad at myself about that one, and I'm a little bit frustrated about a couple of other things. But I'm glad I got into double digits. I'm back. I showed up. I'm not sick. Okay? My car didn't get towed. I don't want to hear from any of you people. Something else happened. I'm here, and I'll be back.
Well, hopefully next time with a win. And like I said, there's so much to move forward and work on here. What's this story though about Ben and a date? Sorry, I'm just kind of getting caught up on all this.
Oh, Bonnie, I'm gonna pass that one over to you.
Yeah, I don't kiss and tell, so I'll just keep that to myself for a while.
Back to you guys.
Well,
Saucy.
Saucy indeed.
I'm going to read into that answer.
The Smoke Show, of course, showing why she is the Smoke Show indeed. She did show up, and she did play tough here. Brett Sheridan, though, pulls out the win, 11-10, beats Bonnie Somerville, and I guess the Den will have to now figure out. Now, we'll also have to see what other competitors inside of factions will start to make a move, which rookies will make the move to challenge both Brett Sheridan and Ben Goddard, because the Den is in a really good position right now.
I'll tell you what I'm really interested in, this is me being honest, is that I've always known Brett to be a very funny, jovial, but humble guy. What Brett Sheridan do we see on SEN Live come Monday? Is he going to suddenly be cocky with his win? Is he going to come in with a big Frank Lucas fur coat? What is the new Brett Sheridan looking like now that he's 1-0?
Cocky, no, but I will tell you that from knowing Brett Sheridan, because he is 1-0 and he knows he's going to play again.
You think he's cracking a movie trivia book?
I do. I think he starts studying.
Okay.
I think we see a better Brett Sheridan play. Now, is he going to be a champion? Probably not. But will we see him?
Well,
will we see him playing?
Aim for the stars, kids.
But will we see him actually playing and caring and being, invested? I think we do.
I think that we're going to see a lot more Brett Sheridan this season, and hopefully Bonnie Somerville as well.
Wouldn't it be
You're
funny
gonna
if
get
he's
your
like a
fill
belt
of
holder by the
Christian
end of the
Harloff and
season?
myself, Mark Ellis.
That is like the
Make sure you
true
check out the
underdog
Movie Trivia
story.
Schmoedown
Best thing in the
Patreon right now.
world.
More than
Which
any
tier is
dodgeball
right for
could
you
ever
and
do.
enjoy us
Best
wherever
thing
you
in the
enjoy
world.
Your podcast for Christian Harloff. I am Mark
Don't run away
Ellis,
yet. I gotta
and
tell him
this
something.
is the Movie Trivia Schmoedown.
Don't run away
Bye.
just yet. Don't dare do that.
Oh, we also have tickets on sale.
That's the one I'm
for
talking about.
Atlanta at the
Atlanta.
end of February. February 29th. I'm doing stand-up
seems
the
familiar.
28th in Atlanta. Then we have the big show Saturday at the Rich Theater in Atlanta, Georgia, February 29th. Get your tickets at theschmoedownlive.com, where you can also get tickets for the free-for-all being held in downtown Los Angeles. Did I miss anything this time, Christian?
No, but you do want to catch the biggest fight maybe in Schmoedown history, Bateman versus Merle. If you can see it in person, you should. theschmoedownlive.com, February 29th in Atlanta. We'll see you next
Adding
time.
that to my plug now.
Please do.
Yes, so
Wow.
that was actually a really good match.
Wow.
So
Brett won, guys.
Yeah. Again, the power of the cast iron compels you to.
You know that has nothing to do with movie trivia, right?
What doesn't?
Cooking. Unless we're talking about chef.
That's blasphemy.
Anyways, guys, that was a heck of a match. I am pretty ecstatic. You probably noticed that when I got up and ran completely off screen and came back.
Yep, got your cardio in for the day.
Dived into, got my cardio in for the week. What are you talking about? I don't exercise.
Mm-hmm.
That's so far. That's my favorite. That's my favorite thing so far this season.
It is the new era, so who knows what else we're going to see.
Can we give that match of the year just because Brett won?
That would be funny. Like technical match of the year.
Yeah. Who saw that one coming? Bonnie has actually competed multiple times, so that's besides you. Shut up. Besides, you got me flustered now. No, Bonnie has competed multiple times, so she is the one with the veteran experience, so to speak. I would have trusted her to be more knowledgeable in terms of movies, also just based on I watch SCN Live. Therefore, I know that Brett has expressed several times, I've seen 7 movies in the last 20 years. So, one typically uses that as an excuse to say, don't think Brett's going to win this match.
But he did.
That was glorious.
So,
coming up soon, though, looks like we have, I guess, the Cuckoo's Mess. So the return of Video Drill.
Yeah.
And New Tom.
Yeah. Versus the still together, not split apart, Real Rejects.
Thanks to Coy and his quirky mercs.
Yeah. That's probably going to be a pretty decent match.
That's going to be a very funny, very fun match.
Yeah. So bring the popcorn, kids, and Maybe BYOB if you want.
Bring your own
beer.
Kids?
No. What?
You bring the popcorn kids and also BYOB.
Oh.
Kids, don't BYOB.
Bring your own butterscotch candies.
There you go.
Yes, if your parents allow that.
Bring your own consumable food that isn't beer.
Yeah, anyways, that's going to be a good video. Make sure you stay tuned to this channel as we get our stuff together and film a good reaction to that. Hopefully, possibly, maybe, I don't know.
I mean, we'll say it's good. Whether you say it's good or not, you can tell us with the thumbs up or the thumbs down. Just hit the thumbs up. If you like it, just hit the thumbs up if you don't. So.
You could do that on this video, too. Did you like this reaction? Did you like their video? Make sure you hit the like, dislike, whatever you want to hit.
And when he says dislike, he means like.
Yeah. I mean, you can hit that too. Go over to the Movie Trivia Schmoedown YouTube channel, which is actually called the Schmoedown Entertainment Network. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe over there. Make sure you give this particular video that we just watched, that we just reacted to, a like and a comment, because that helps them out a whole lot. Also, make sure you pick up tickets to their live events like they were saying in that video. Go over to the schmoedownlive.com. Pick up tickets for Atlanta, which is coming up on Leap Year.
Big show.
Oh, yeah. That's one of the biggest, probably, like, single belt matches ever.
Versus Merle.
Yeah. That'll be good. Next month, we do also have the free-for-all, which, again, is more likely going to be even bigger and better than it was last year.
Unfortunately, it is not free-for-all, so you do need to buy tickets for that as well.
Again, the schmoedownlive.com. Good plug. Anyways, make sure you go pick up the tickets over there. Hop on their Patreon. Help them out on the Patreon. Again, there's a big push this year for the $10 tier. Seems like the biggest bang for your buck. Go hop on the Patreon. Join whatever tier you actually do want to pick. But the $10 on up is usually a really good one to go with. As for us, make sure you follow us, the Cinefanatics, on Twitter and Instagram at CinefanaticsMLP. You can also follow us on our Facebook group. We are at facebook.com/groups/Cinefanatics. Thank you for doing that. That's fantastic. Comment on this video. What did you think of this video? What did you think of this reaction? Let us know down below. Also, subscribe to the Cinefanatics. You can hit subscribe down below. You can also hit the subscribe up there above his head. Over here off to the side are a couple other videos that we have made. Movie reviews, trailer reactions, everything. Go over there and click those. And as always...
Brett won!
Power of cast iron. Later.
See ya. Just so we're clear, we have 5 hours and 49 minutes left of this recording. We could have kept this going.